Welcome into your Picture Nation Report. Alyssa Orange, Mike Irwin here. Mike, let's talk about basketball because both of these teams, the men and the women, starting conference play here in the next few days. Starting with the men, you're coming off that win against Indiana. How do you almost not have a hangover as you face Texas A&M here at home?
I just think that the thing that you are struck with is that Eric Musselman buries these guys in work. They're not just sitting around and go, okay, let's go practice a while. They do a lot of mental prep. I think there's a specific game plan every week, so it's something new. It's not like a routine. It's like, okay, we did what we did before. I've got that down, blah, blah, blah. It's something new every time. So I think that will keep them focused. It could be somewhat of an issue, but they'll get back into reality with the difficulty of the SEC because they go on the road for 2 straight games after that.
Well, you talk about getting ready for Texas A&M, and they'll have their work a little bit cut out for them. This is a team that's 6-5 right now under first-year head coach Buzz Williams. And surprisingly, when you look at some of their losses, it's the teams like Harvard and Temple, Texas, and Fairfield. It's interesting to see what the Aggies lack right now in terms of just how they're performing.
Yeah, it's very curious, and I would be more worried about that if I didn't just say what I said. I think if this was a year ago, Mike Anderson's teams typically struggled in this holiday period, and Musselman's just gone straight through like a freight train. And I think, again, it's because they've been so focused on what they've had to do.
Saturday, sellout crowd. How excited are you to see Bud Walton packed?
Well, absolutely. I know that Hunter Yurachek has a plan, apparently, he's been showing people about how they're going to renovate this thing. And I keep hearing they're going to take out seats and put in more skyboxes up on the upper deck. I hope they don't. I got nothing to do with that. But I believe Eric Musselman is a guy that can fill this place up. It is a matter of pride in the old days to have 19,000 people in there instead of 14, like so many other schools have that have good programs. And those extra 4,000 or 5,000 fans make a difference. It's only a problem when your program you can't attract people in the building. When you can, you ought to take advantage of it.
It'll be a fun one. Texas A&M, Arkansas, Saturday, 6 p.m. on the SEC Network. Quickly, the women, they play tomorrow, hosting Texas A&M as well, and it's a top 20 matchup.
Yeah, they've just been dive-bombing teams. They're winning by an average of 29 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, the Aggies are impressive. They're winning by 17, but 29 points a game. This could be a reality check, though, a little bit. Gary Blair is well, he is, how do you put this? Mike Neighbors considers Gary Blair his mentor. And that's going to be interesting. But here's the thing. When somebody's your mentor, do you get dazzled by them a little bit? He lost his first 4 games to Gary Blair and got blitzed. Now he wins this one last year at the SEC tournament, and then he talked about it. All they ever said was they were without their best player. So you see he's ticked off a little bit. So now can you come back in here with that girl who's averaging 23 points a game? Can you beat them with her in the game? Yeah. That would be a big incentive.
Well, Gary Blair mentioned it in his press conference. It's Kennedy Carter and it's Chelsea Dungy, 2 of the best, maybe the best players in the SEC. That game tomorrow night, 8 p.m. on the SEC Network Plus. For Mike Irwin, I'm Alyssa Orange. That's going to do it for your Picture Nation Report.